Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to get started on the SH Figuarts Izuki Midoriya DEKU. This is going to be SHF's attempt at it. We've had Figma, we've had Revoltech, we've had, I think we've had some American companies do it. I usually try to stick with the more articulated stuff. So yeah, let's get jumping into it. First off, we have it based off of the latter of the last few seasons design. So here we are with DEKU looking pretty good. I didn't do any attachments. That includes the scarf at the end because I'm gonna do that in accessories. But yeah, man, I think this looks really fantastic. Down to the, as soon as I lift the head up, you can see that it matched with the mask really well. And I really like how that came out. Articulation on this figure is phenomenal. So I'm gonna pose him up, have a good time with it. I feel like you guys would enjoy it as well too. Some of those points being, here we are with the head, we can look up, we can tilt side to side. I do wish that this was soft and movable, but it is not. I do wish that it was. It's one of those things where I just want to be able to make it look, but then I'm like, you know what? It works for what it is, right? Like I said, getting those nice silhouette shots with the face downward, showing that determination is a lot better. Articulation wise, this thing is phenomenal. As you can see here, we're gonna hit better than T-pose. We get a little bit of a Y pose. Our gauntlets are movable. We have a bicep swivel. We have a double joint, right? And we have butterfly joints here, going forwards and backwards, as well as an excellent range of articulation. As you see, you can move outward or come backwards. Waist-wise and torso-wise, we have a beautiful, oops, I popped it off, but we legit have a beautiful articulation now. So I'm gonna actually get back to that. So this is how deep our ab crunch goes going forward. We can tilt side to side to the point where it pops off pretty easily, but I actually don't mind that, seeing as it adds to the range of motion. I'd rather it pop off always than break. Leg articulation, you start at about 90 degrees, but here's what's crazy. You can move the leg backwards, tilt it forward. And as you can, oop, there I go popping it off again. As you can see here, articulation wise, we actually get really, we can get that leg all the way up, giving you that faux leg kick up. That means if you want things to look good, you can absolutely make it look good with that high jump kick. Really phenomenal look right there. We do have a thigh swivel. We are double jointed. We have excellent ankle articulation. We got the big iron boots. We have our toe hinge as well. So we can actually do a 3-point, yep, we can do a 3-point drop. Oop, that looks ugly right there, but let's fix that, all right? Can we get a proper 3-point drop from DEKU? I feel like we can. Yeah, we can. Proper 3-point drop. And I'm out here on camera just walling out. Right? If we wanted to do Super Mario jump poses, we wanted to do, we're going to use his quirks, well, one of his quirks, to float in midair and look cool with a battle pose. We actually have a bunch of beautiful posing that we can do. Let's say you wanted to do a punch attack. So yeah, excellent posing. Just right out the gate, looking utterly beautiful. If you haven't finished the manga or you're waiting for the anime, I wish you nothing but joy about this, because DEKU is one of my favorite characters. It was a great manga series. So I'm really looking forward to people actually sitting down and enjoying it. So with that being said though, let us jump into the accessories. Let's get to what he comes with and how and why. I talk about how it's really kind of crazy when we talk about this figure, how we've gotten different versions doing different things. So let's do it. So as we jump into things like accessories, I do want to note that they did do an add-on set. I pre-ordered it. I'll talk about it when it comes out because it does come with some extra stuff. First off, let's talk about the Black Whip punch effect. Let me fix that focus. Voila. It's actually soft plastic, which I am very happy with. And by soft, I mean it's soft enough that we can do this without it breaking, but you can't like bend it, so don't do that. I really, really like how this effect came out. It looks really, really good. As I noted before, here is our scarf. I didn't talk about it before because it was one of those things I was like, oh, it's an accessory, but it is integral and part of this costume design. And as you can see with the ball joint, I can do it like this, or I can have it rotate outward or look cool like this. But it is a much needed effect that is added into character and integral for this suit design. Like I said, the beautiful design on this is actually really crazy. I really, really like it. Next up, we'll talk about a few of the hands we get. Here are our open action hands. I really like these. Then we will get kind of like a silhouette, kind of like a non-grippy, but still can be used to confirm and touch our cloak, as you've seen in stock photos. Next up, we have some head sculpts. Here is our delighted face. That's rare at this point in the series for him. We have a super serious face, which I do love. And then we have activated power face with the effect part. Now, what you can do is you can actually remove this and kind of apply this to other sculpts as well too. So you can actually apply this power sculpt to other sculpts, including the delighted face, which is kind of funny. Let's see if it lines up. It doesn't line up as well, but it does. You will also get a normal power up hair as well too. And that is, I think that, nope, I covered everything. Covered all the accessories. Now I'm gonna break out the 17 Revoltecs I have to compare because I don't have the figments anymore, but I do have a bunch of Revos. So let's get into talking about those. Now, as we jump into the size comparison, obviously the first thing that I'm going to do is compare it to the Revoltec DEKU. And as you can see, the proportions and the coloring, everything is really different. They do stay around the same height, but there are differences between stuff like the boots, the wider proportions, and just overall the hair color. It's similar, but it is not the same. Next, I'm gonna do Bakugo, also from Revoltec, until we get that SHF one. And as you can see, Bakugo is far, far taller, like ridiculously taller than these guys, even with him being thinner for articulation wise. So let's remove these two very quickly. And then we can compare some slightly larger characters. How about one of the villains? And let's do Shigaraki. And as you can see, I feel like these two actually look a little better together in terms of dynamics for articulation and fighting. He is pretty sickly and thin there. Next up, we have Revoltec All Might. Probably, this figure is crazy. I have a lot of fond memories with this one, and I feel like this one, height-wise, really fits the mold of what we're going for in terms of like that bigger height. And you can also see how much DEKU has grown over the time of what has happened. Next up, we're gonna use Endeavor. So you can see Endeavor with DEKU and All Might. You can see what we got going on there. As I remove these two dudes, let us compare to stuff from other lines so you can see in case you want to mix and match. Let's start with a Marvel Legends and a Valiverse. So here we are with these two. Next up, we have an Operation Monster Force. And we have a G.I. Joe Classified. Ooh, very important. We have a Savage Crucible and a Mythic Legions, which can be interplaced with a Cosmic Legion as well. The reason why I said these two were important because in what I consider the superhero community or the anime version of superheroes, they actually blend a lot of other lines and stuff. So if you want something like Gang Orca or you wanted a Robot Man or things like that, I feel like these lines will kind of get you that nice blend of what you want for these older characters that are either going to be heroes or villains. You could definitely mix and match that. Great example, you can do a Pulp Hero or Pulp Anti-Hero, Dr. Nocturnal, the monster who hunts monsters. What if he was a nighttime hero like Aizawa? You can just make your imagination go wild with things like that and really kind of like kick it into high gear. And last but not least, always trying to make a cameo appearance. At least I'm trying to make him make a cameo. Here we are with my main man, Ichigo. I'm not even going to stand him up. I'm just going to make him look cool. So yeah, I really, really like this figure. I really like the articulation. Even with the waist being a little loose, I don't mind that because I always prefer popping out rather than breakage. Breakage is always going to bother me. And it's crazy because it's super articulated. It looks really, really good. And there's going to be an add-on set. I was hoping it wouldn't have to be an add-on set, but I'm hoping with the success, hopefully, of the add-on set, we get more stuff to kind of help complete stuff like that. So with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys had fun with the video. And if you haven't, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do those nice things, because they really do help the channel. They put me in the algorithm, and that's kind of what people need, right? You want to be shown, you want to show your art to the world, things like that. So with that being said, as always, take care of yourself, take care of others. I hope you're having a good day, night, evening, in the middle, snack craving, whatever. And please, be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later.